Taurus, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries. Tarot, it's a message for Taurus, sun, moon, and rising sign. Taurus energy. It doesn't matter if you're not a Taurus birthday. If this video's found you, it's because you called it to you. Because there's something here that you need to hear and it's going to help you out this week. This is a week ahead tarot card reading, and the message begins here. Virgo energy, what does that mean? Hard work? No. Smart work, steady work, committed work for health, for healing. Not even because health and healing is the intent, Taurus, but because when you focus your mind and you allow that focus to get into your body and you execute, you get into a routine and you cultivate. That's what cultivation is. It's routine application of your focused energy. And it starts to grow and it starts to nurture what it is that you wanted to manifest. Whether that's a job, whether that's a relationship, whatever this is. Lay a solid foundation is here to say, indulge in this hard work so that your cornerstones are unbreakable. You are laying a solid foundation right now for something. And if you watched your reading last week, you kind of need to see that reading last week because it really almost predicts out a year, even if it wasn't meant to. Because over this next year, Taurus, there's just this procession of expansion that's happening to you. And it's not going to look like that. It's going to look like this. And right now, the universe wants you to know that you are laying a solid foundation. That's why you're dirty. That's why you're grimy. That's why you're sweating. And that's why you feel overlooked. Because you are building out your basement level right now. And there is no glamour in that. And I know you're Taurus. And you're ruled by Venus. And you love your fucking glamour. But the glamour at this moment, at this stage in your production, is in the solid foundation. It's in the quality, not the quantity, not the glamour, not the demonstration, but the quality of what you're doing. And you're doing it right, and you're doing it well. And God needs to remind you right now, it's coming through loud and clear. The reason why you're not seen is because you're building out your basement level. Do not question how important this stage of what you're doing is, because you are in the right place, you are doing it at the right time, and you're going to be so freaking happy in even just a couple of months when you start the ground floor that you've done what you did right now. That's why you're feeling like, why are things so rough? Why are things so tough? Why am I not making any breakthroughs? Breakthroughs, you're building out your whole new highway system. You're building from ground up. Breakthroughs, you're creating. You're bringing something into existence that didn't happen before. Breakthroughs, you are the breakthrough. And that's why you can't see it. And I saw this video online, and I love it. It's one of my favorite interviews. And the man says, how do you know you're on the right path? The path disappears. Let's get into this message, my friends. Taurus, as I divide the deck, there are going to be cards that fall out. Good. Let them fall out. I'm going to leave them where they lie. That's part of the message. If you are looking for a personal reading, I provide those. I'm actually working on a client today, and there's a 24-hour turnaround period. You don't have to wait long. It just depends on whether or not I have bookings or available on the schedule. So there's no more left this week, but I do have room next week. So go and get them. Whatever reading is right for you, Taurus. And you'll get your reading ASAP, at least within 24 hours of whatever day you book. That's guaranteed. So it's a quick turnaround. www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. That's my website. It's the only place you can book. If you haven't, maybe you're just discovering this channel. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel and then ring that notification bell and select all notifications so that you know when I go live, because I do free public tarot card readings on here. And if you want to, you can participate in those. If you're offended by loud sounds, I'm going to do a sound cleansing right now, just to clear the energy. So you can turn down the volume a bit. The reason why you think you're in the wrong place, or the reason why you think maybe you have this perception that things are going bad, is because there was something that happened that really broke your heart. And I think you took that either as a bad sign, or as that, you know, I'm just not in my lucky period right now, or something is still weighing on you and making your progress or your project, whatever you're working on, almost feel like a failure. For example, this may not be what you're going through, but just as an example, say I got dumped, or there was a real heartbreak, or somebody decided I wasn't right for them, or I got released from a job, something really grinding, something really depleting, making you feel like you weren't good enough, right? And now you're building out a basement, right? Or you had to take a job for half the pay, right? And you're thinking to yourself, it's because I'm worthless. You're thinking to yourself, it's because I ain't no good. It's because nobody appreciates me. It's because this is all I got. The universe needs you to hear this now. My child, I put you here because this is your position of strength. Your backbone is the sturdy that I need building out this basement level. You were not put here because you were cursed. You were not put here because you were not valued. You were put here because you are my strongest. And you're the one for the job. And when you do my job, you get serious rewards. And it's not about the repayment, right? It's about what you earn in the process of not giving up. It's about what you earn in the process of proceeding in faith. And that's really what the universe wants you to know, because 100%, no matter how much this hurt that maybe threw you into this situation that you feel is crappy, and maybe all your life isn't crappy, like maybe you're making good money, but it's your relationship giving you trouble, right? Maybe your relationship is perfect, but you just lost a job. Whatever it is that you honestly feel like you just got pounded and sideswiped by, it's to build that basement level. It's to build that foundation that it will be unshakable and earthquake proof. And it's new. It's new. And Taurus is, you guys aren't normally called to innovate. You guys are called to maintain. But you're innovating now, which is why it feels so freaking scary and weird. Good. You see clearly now. This is Aquarius energy. This is truth. This is also owl sees in the moonlight. But they see clearly in the moonlight. They don't let the moonlight deceive them. They don't let low light or darkness create a veil or a smoke screen for them. They're like, this dark shit is bullshit. I know exactly what's going on, and I see exactly where I need to aim. So there is a sense of, there is clarity on some level, at least in terms of your direction or your goal. This is also this week something maybe made clear to you, and we will get into that in the tarot card reading. What is being made clear for Taurus? Be peace which is tranquility is coming in. A sense of balance is coming in. Because there is this message or this clarity coming in, there is going to be peace in your heart. And then we have know your worth. Get ready, Taurus, for the turnaround that you've needed to feel better about who you are and to see clearly about where you are right now. And I hope this reading has a little bit to do with it. So I'm going to pull the 7th day. We're going to do the 7-day play-by-play. It's just basically how things unfold. And I'm going to ask Spirit the question specifically, and any other information you'd like to share, God. What is it that Taurus sees clearly? What is the message that's coming to Taurus? What is it? Help us clarify. Help me clarify things for them or deliver that message of clarity to them. Ooh. Not easy lessons. Time to let go. But you haven't, have you? It keeps hurting you. So what I think is coming through is clarity on why this heartbreak happened. It may break your heart again, but at the very least, there will be clarity and not questions that have made it worse. And in some ways, it's worse when you don't get that clean heartbreak. Instead, it keeps ripping and tearing and gnawing at your heart. And you can't let it go because there's something here that you don't understand because you're in the dark. Well, you're going to see it. What is it? What is it? What is it that we see? What is the truth that Taurus seeks? What is the clarity? What is the truth that Taurus seeks? Step 1, phase 1. There was some passion here. There was some playing around. People were interested in having, somebody was interested in having a very good time. A lot of fun, a lot of celebration. Okay? Good times. No commitment. Because in the background, there is this sort of fuckboy energy of, but I'm not sure. But I don't know. But I'm just being impulsive, or I'm being selfish, or I'm rushing into something without knowing what the heck is going on. This is a good time. This is having a good time and being irresponsible. And it's okay to feel good. But you gave it too much gravity. And on some level, you feel ashamed of it. And maybe that's why you gave it too much gravity. Because you felt like you had to give it importance. Or else you were just a hoe. Or else you were just a fuckboy. Or you were just irresponsible. Nobody is putting those labels on you except you. That's the problem here. The problem is this sense of shame. Like, you don't have a right to just fuck off and have a good time sometimes. Right? There was something here that's eating away at you. Part of the clarity is you always gave it more importance than it should have had. It should have just been something fucking fun. But you needed to make it something serious because you didn't think it's almost like you were ashamed to just kind of be frivolous and have fun. And now there's worry or concern here about it. I don't know where this applies, but let's keep going with the story. What else comes next? Day 2. Let's get the clarity. So you put forward this offer of faith in something shady, in something delusional, in something fantastical. It's almost like you created from the beginning. The clarity is showing you this now. You created love. But it was all part of a delusion. It was all part of fantasy. I don't know if this has to do with a fire sign or a water sign, but this is randy dandy energy. This is a sense of not so much the page of the Knight of Cups, but the Knight of Wands is impulsivity. But it's also joy. It's also playfulness. Once again, there should be no shame in your game, but there is a sense of What are you aiming at? Because that Piscean energy doesn't, I mean, this is a very creative, playful time. And that's okay too. Like, say you were just like aiming, say you just accepted that you were aiming at a dream. And don't give it that gravity and don't give it those expectations. That would be good, because then you could still create and roll with the punches. But I think the issue was you put faith in what was inherently transient, not supposed to last long, and not that deep. And this is the clarity. This is the clarity that you're starting to see. Why is that good? Because it's truth. And now, once you see the truth, you can lay that solid foundation. Walking away from what doesn't serve you, or being done, or being finished. It's almost like as soon as things got real, as soon as things got serious, somebody walked away. Like somebody was done. Maybe you were done. This feeling of, I'm not interested anymore. I've lost interest. This doesn't suit me anymore. Maybe sometime around the eclipse, which was like a month ago, around the new moon, there was just this energy of giving up, needing something fresh. Something didn't stick. Okay. Okay. And then, there was 8 of Pentacles. So this sense of, you wanted to work on something. This 888. You wanted to work on something that mattered to you and inspired you. A decision to commit. A decision to stick with something. A decision to take opportunities, or take an opportunity, doing work that mattered. Doing work that you were deciding to commit to. Doing work that would actually move you forward. Letting go of what didn't fulfill you. In some ways, throwing yourself into work after either being abandoned or having to abandon a situation that was kind of a shit show. So let's get the clarity, though, God. There's justice here. This is Libra energy. There's a balancing out somehow, maybe through Libra season. There's Libra, Cancer, Cardinal energy. That's where Pluto is. There's a sense of balance, be peace, and move forward with confidence. Yeah. So this is you. This is you. This is the energy of credit where credit is due. Of realizing I can stand on my own 2 feet. Of recognizing that, I'm going to move forward best when I'm strong in and of myself. There was a decision made to move. Or you need to be prepared by 5th day. You're going to decide to move forward on your own, by yourself. Because you're going to realize I'm all I need. And I actually have the resources to be able to make this happen. Either that, or it's some kind of promotion because you finally get credit where credit is due. So God is saying that there is a little bit of a push or a step up that's going to happen. But it's almost like what you had to see clearly was, I have to move forward on my own, and it's not a consolation prize or a punishment. I'm actually really, really good here. Right? So there is a sense of deciding to move forward, confident in yourself. And that's what the universe wanted you to see. And you're finally making a sense of peace with that. I don't know if you've been thinking of actually moving, but if so, this is the day, later to midweek, where you actually are okay with it, or are okay with being by yourself. It's not even loneliness. It's a sense of stability. There was embarrassment here, underlying energy. Some sort of embarrassment that you feel. I think you're getting, what was the embarrassment? What was the embarrassment? This is day 6. What was the embarrassment? Not feeling supported. What was the embarrassment? Some sort of announcement or message that went through or came through for you. a sense of, oh, I didn't really want people talking about me. A little message that came in or came through, maybe an idea or a new innovation. It was to make you realize, I need to move somewhere else. I need to go somewhere else. Or it's like that embarrassment was intentionally set up by the universe to make you uncomfortable and make it clear to you that you need to go in this other direction. So if you were hemming and hawing and not sure, it should be clear now. Be sure. Let's go to the extended reading, guys. We got a lot more to go. We have 7th day. The moon card just came out. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. We just passed that. That was the Aries full moon. And then we have luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Aiming for a new beginning. Having that direction in expansion or expanding your target. That's why you have good luck, but you were too focused on something. And it wasn't that you were a failure, it was that you were aiming too thin. Your aim radius was just too narrow. Conclusions are within reach. Understanding, recognizing, and being certain that it's like, I'm ready now. I know that I have to open up my lens in order to see further and set my options wider. Let's get more clarity. I'll see you guys. Link is down below. I've also pinned it to the top of the comment section. I'll see you in the extended.